Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Scorpio. So keep in mind it is a general reading, and let's just jump right into it. So what we have at the heart of the reading is this card of burdens and this Knight of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so somebody distanced themselves from you. Somebody could have ended it, backed out, ghosted you even with this energy, but they're still carrying the weight of it. They're heavily burdened. They're still hurting. Look at this. They're still hurting. They're still feeling this. Okay. Why? Because they still want it. That's why. They still want it. Why did they back away though? Well, I feel like they backed away because they didn't think they were going to get what they wanted, you see. This person, this energy here, it's like my way or the highway. Okay, so I felt like things weren't going their way. That's what it's feeling like to me in their energy. I felt like things weren't going their way. They felt they weren't going to get what they want, so they made a quick withdrawal. Okay, they could have, out of spite, because they saw that they weren't going to get what they want, or they felt like they weren't going to get what they want. Out of spite, they could have said some harsh words, okay, and then retreated. You see, right now it's in the reverse, but that upright happened. Okay, the upright always comes before the reverse, and that is the upright of this card. Okay, so the battle is long over, but they may have sat in this energy for some time, in woe is me type of energy, but now it is in the reverse, and so they are feeling regret over what they've done. They've had a lot of time to think about it. And I feel like there's a realization that they've made a huge mistake. Okay, they weren't truthful with you. They didn't tell you the whole truth. I feel like this person did not open up to you also about their feelings. I feel like they just made presumptions, and there was a consequence for that. They didn't have their facts. I feel like this person is hiding right now how they really feel. I feel like they're not telling you. I feel like they don't have the confidence to tell you yet how they really feel, or even how they felt. Okay? Communication between you two is stuck. You see? I feel like there was most likely there was a conversation, and you see that they are in reflection on that. Okay, so they're seeking some direction because of it, possibly even wisdom from it, because ultimately what they do want is to overcome the obstacles between you. They're just afraid that because of the past and past ghosts that they won't be able to achieve that. Okay, they're worried about taking a fall. But there was a conversation in the past in between you two, or something that was said that didn't feel very good. Okay, and that's where the relationship stopped. That's where you hit the brick wall. Okay, and things have been stuck like that ever since. We see that they are standing in the opportunity. They're standing in the archway. You see that? But they're very, very guarded. So it's like they're on the verge. They don't know whether to back out or to step in. Okay? And so this is the same person. Should I close the distance between us? Look, it's the same exact night. Okay, this here, he's in the reverse. Here, this is what he's thinking of. He's thinking of going back and closing the distance. Why? Because he really misses this person, and he wants to tell them how he feels. Okay, so that's what all this is saying. This is at the root. This is what's burdening them, what they're carrying, and what they want to get off their chest. If only they had the confidence to do this. This is lacking confidence. The Hierophant in reverse, I feel like this person, this is saying that they're very stubborn, wanted to do things their own way. That was in the past, okay? I think that they are a little more open-minded now to listening, to making adjustments, to compromising. Okay, so they're looking back at that because that behavior put them on the outside. Okay, and they did this to themselves. Really, they put themselves on the outside, but they still hold on to hope. This person is watching you. And so here we have the Chariot, and I feel like they got very angry. There could have been uh, jealousy in the past with this fellow here. You see he's got a dark cloud hanging over him. It looks very stormy. Okay. The rabbits are telling me how attracted he is to you. And it also tells me that I want you and I want you now, but it looks like that's not happening. And so they got very angry. But you see when they walked away that they still cared about you. They just didn't let you know it. You see, the heart is hidden, the eyes are down, so they didn't want you to see how they were hurting, and they didn't want you to see how much they still loved you. Okay, and that's a fact. And so this relationship or the opportunity for it got put onto a shelf right there up in the limb of that tree. But they still want it. You see how they reach for it. You see how they reach for it, but they're still fully armored. Okay? They want to reach for it. But I think if they really want that coin, they're going to have to remove that armor. You can see by the color he's wearing, the red, that speaks to his passion for that opportunity. He still desires it. He's watching you, or she is, whoever this is, judging by their experience. That's a card of experience. Um, they don't have enough clarity because the sun is just beginning to rise on this, but there's still a lot that is in shadow. And based on their experience so far, it's like they're afraid to take a fall. So they're afraid to make a move to actually go and get that. They're probably afraid that because they're lacking confidence, they probably fear that they won't be able to pick that coin back up, that maybe it's wedged there and they won't be able to because they lack confidence in themselves. And they lack confidence in themselves based on their experiences. They still have some very deep repressed emotions here. We can see that block out the clarity that they need in order to be able to pick that coin up again. So I see the problem is right here. There's something deeper going on with this person, something hidden. Um, this person is still hurting. They're not over you at all. Um, I feel like, no, they're very much alone and lonely and thinking of you, wanting to know the bigger picture here, wanting to have this reunion with you, wanting to return to you. This is the Six of Cups up here. This is a very happy event. That is a possibility for the future, but here they sit lacking confidence, too afraid to take a fall. So, will they actually reach out to you? I believe they will because we have the card of justice to finish off this group of cards here. They're alone, they're lonely, they're missing you, wanting the bigger picture. We have this indicator of them wanting to tell you something, and we have them in the reverse and in the upright here. I feel that they are going to step into this opportunity and come and speak a truth and try to restore the relationship. Okay, they have to own up to something they've done in order to do this, and they are very prideful and they are very stubborn. So it would take time for this person to come back around. Okay, and so we see that you are wounded, and they are coming back to say, yes, I'm sorry, I wounded you, and give you an explanation for their behavior. Okay, that they weren't being very fair with you at the time that this happened. That I feel like they made a presumption based on their experiences. So they were projecting the past, and based on the past, they presumed that that was going to happen, you know, a specific outcome. So they presumed based on experience that they weren't going to get what they wanted, and so they ended it before you could. But they still want you, and they're still hurting. They still love you. They still love you, and they're still wishing for this love. Okay, they're still wishing for this love. Um, I feel like they weren't ready to open up about their feelings before in the past. They weren't ready to compromise in the past, but you will see that, yes, at a future date, they will be. Okay, so they are going to, the cards, if I keep going, we can see that they are going to step into this opportunity. Okay, so it may not be just yet. It could take a little more time because it's not clearly here. It is, you see it here happening. The beginning, you can see they're thinking of it. But as we go more deeper into the cards, we see that they are going to take that step and they are going to walk through that doorway. So it is going to happen. You're just going to have to be patient. All right. If you're waiting on this person, you will need to be patient. They are very, very stubborn. Okay. And they're very set in their ways. So it's they're going through a process of change here. But they'll come around. They'll come around. Love always wins in the end. And it will be proven here that it does. All right, so that is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you. Bye for now.